Hey guys, I'm Sarah Combs, your sports editor for the Murray State News. We're here in Nashville for the 2016-17 OVC Basketball Media Day. Both men and women coaches are here to give an insight on their season game plans. We talked to men's head coach Matt McMahon about the new look to his team and being picked to win the Western Division of the OVC.
They give out a trophy for that. I don't know. I don't even look at these preseason deals. Back in 1999, 17 years ago, Justin, I was second team preseason all-league. I'm still waiting on my plaque. I never got anything. I asked my mom and dad about it the other day. They didn't even remember it happening. So that stuff doesn't matter. I mean, it's probably a credit to Bryce, DeMarcus, and G in the seasons they had that last year as to why we would have been selected first in the division. Well, I hope it gives him some confidence and shows that people have a lot of respect for what he did last year, his first year in our program. And I've talked about it all fall. Bryce has been relentless this offseason. He's been in the gym every single day, has really put in the time. And you look at last season, he finished, I think, last 6 games was 15 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, was really productive, and I think he's in position to take a big step this season. Well, I think that's still to be determined, but I think Bryce and DeMarcus have set that tone just from their work ethic and the energy they've brought to practice. I'd like to see Jonathan continue to grow in his leadership position, and then I think with G being a senior, he'll soon be a 1,000-point scorer at the Division I level. A very versatile player. He's someone we'll be counting on heavily this season. Well, Breon looks really good. He's about 6'8.5", 245 pounds right now. He's really put in the time in the weight room and with his rehab. We'll go back to the doctor here in a few days and hopefully get his full clearance, and we expect him ready to go on November 3rd for our exhibition. But Breon's a defensive presence. He has a high basketball IQ and is really going to be able to help us protect the rim with block shots and rebounding. We just got to get a lot better. I mean, we've got all our stuff in that we need in to start the season. Now we got to get a lot better at it, both ends of the floor, as well as special teams, special situations. Just trying to get as much experience as we can. We've had some guys banged up a little bit here and there, and it's cut back on some of the scrimmage time we've been able to have. So hopefully we'll have everyone healthy here with Breon getting cleared and can get up and down quite a bit in the next 7 days. Our starters aren't filled. We're really big on every day is a tryout. They're competing every day to establish their role. Not sure who will end up starting. A lot of it will be determined really in these next 2 weeks. And even with that, I'm not locked into a lineup throughout the season. But as far as the newcomers, Sarah, I would say Terrell Miller's really made a big impact from day one with his size, but also his skill level. And then Jonathan Stark, having a year in the program, having been so productive at the Division I level already, I think both of those guys have stood out here early.
Women's head coach Rob Cross talked about their big upset last year here in Nashville after they knocked off top seed UT Martin in the OVC tournament. Cross returns all of his 5 starters and plans to use his depth to their advantage.
Yeah, we're excited about OVC Media Day. Every year we come down. It's a better event every year. The conference really does do things to improve the event every single year. So it's great to be back here. We're excited about this season with 5 people who finished the season in our starting lineup returning and 2 other key subs returning. That's 7 of our top 9 players. Much more experience than we've ever had. In 20 years of coaching in college, I've never been part of a team with 5 returning starters that finished the season the previous year. So I feel like that experience is going to be a big help for us. Oh, there's no question. It's been huge. One, having all 5 of those starters back and 7 people who played a lot in that game coming back, they learned a lot from. And it's not just that one game. It's the fact it really helps us that the week between those 2 games, we played Martin the last regular season game on a Saturday and then played them in the first round of the tournament. And the difference between the 2 games was the players just paying a little bit more attention to detail. So our returning players learned the difference between just being there and almost being in the right spot and being in the right spot. And that's the growth that we've seen. So, really excited about the direction it can take us. Well, the best thing so far is that our team is becoming more of a player-coach team as opposed to a coach-coach team, and I really believe that's going to pay huge dividends. They're talking. I blow the whistle. We have a player talking immediately, saying the exact same thing I was going to say. So, just excited about the growth and the learning potential for the team. It's well-deserved. KJ is someone who does a little bit of everything for us. She handles the ball. She led us in assists last year. As a team, we return over 80% of our scoring, rebound, assists, steals, and blocks, and she was a big part of all of those categories. She's a stat sheet stuffer, and, I'm just excited for her. She knows that the preseason things really don't mean anything. What we're concerned about is what the final outcome is, and she has goals, personal goals, that are within the team framework. So if our team is competing for a championship at the end of the season, then she'll be in the running for Player of the Year possibly. And if we're not, then she's probably not going to be. So she's focused on the team and what the team needs. Well, I really don't care one way or another. I think we're 5th in one poll, 6th in another. It is what it is, whether you're picked 8th. I've won a regular season championship as a coach when we weren't picked to win the league, and I've seen teams picked to win the league that didn't make the tournament one year. So, we're not as concerned about that as we are our team, and that's all our focus is right now, on improving every day so that we have a chance to compete for a championship in March, and that's our number one goal. Really believe that we have a team that will be right there. I thought last year that we could compete and make a run possibly in the tournament, and that's the way it bore out, as we get a big upset in the first round and then fall in the semifinals of the tournament. Our team just wants to take a couple of more steps this year.
I'm Sarah Combs, your sports editor for the Murray State News, signing off here at OVC Media Day.